Good evening everybody, this is 2 Echo 0 Echo Victor Papa Martin. I'm just going to give you a tour of my Radio Shack and let you know how the Radio Shack works and what it does for the Worldwide Amateur Radio Group. Okay, so let's go into the Radio Shack right now. This is separate from the house, it's a brick shed. That is outside my back door, and as we come into the Radio Shack, we come to the first computer, which is running the 2E0 EVP-R and also the TalkForce program, and also runs All-Star. Okay, so that's one of the computers that we have to use to run the Worldwide Amateur Radio Group in here. Anyway, this is that's my Xbox there. Ignore that. That's my console. Here is the 2E0 EVP-L and also another All-Star gateway on there. That we use to run to run the Worldwide Amateur Radio Group. Okay, so that's two computers that we have on there. Okay, we do have another computer there. At the moment, that's not switched on. That's switched off at the moment, but that usually runs from underneath there, and that runs the FRN. But I switched that one off. That one's a big all-in-one computer down there, and that usually sits there, and I have another monitor on there to run the FRN, which is and another keyboard, but that's now switched off for the time being. Okay, now for us to get the All-Star working, we had to run an All-Star server, which we've got here. This is also on. All these computers are all on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Okay, and so that is continuously on all the time as well. And then we come to this one as well, which is also running the 2E0 EVP-L, which has just gone off because I had an issue with the power just then. So let me try and connect back up to that. There we go. And needs to come out a little bit more there. And that's the 2E0 EVP-L, which is connected to that one there. Okay. So this computer is also running 24. This computer is also running 24 hours a day, and which is also running the Zello as well. So we do have some things here that run through the Zello from the All-Star as well. Okay, and over here is the MB7ITH with also All-Star on there as well. So all these computers run 24 hours a day to keep the Worldwide Amateur Radio Group running all the time. Okay, apart from the radios that aren't on 24 hours a day, apart from one which is the gateway, which is this one over here. Oops, that Kenwood TMV71 is running the gateway that is left on 24 hours a day, which is connected to a 30 amp power supply as well there, and also runs some of the other radios that I've got in the Radio Shack. This is my HF radio. My ICOM IC7446. Let me just turn the volume down a bit there, because I can hear Chris or Carlos coming through the gateway. Okay. The other radio that I've got here is my ICOM 5100, which is my D-Star radio. Underneath there I use, I don't really switch this one on all that much, which is my Kenwood HF TS570. Very rarely I switch that one on. It's a pretty old radio now, so that doesn't go on all that much. Over here is my other HF radio, what we call a shack in a box, which is a Yaesu FT897, which I run on 10 meters and 40 meters. Sorry, 20 meters, and also above there is the my DMR radio, my Motorola DM4 600 there, which is on DMR. Okay, the D-Star radio, which is this one, is the head for the ICOM 5100, which is running my D-Star dongle that I got yesterday, which I'm really pleased about. I'm going to show you how this works in a moment, but this is some piece of tool, and I'm absolutely happy with the DV dongle that I got yesterday. So that's my D-Star radio at the moment. I can put this into a dual mode there, which I'm really listening to another D-Star gateway, which is in Sheffield in England. There. So, but got listening to, but I've got my gateway on this one, my DV Mini gateway. That I got yesterday, which I'm really, like I said, I'm really proud of getting. For where it is, it's a wonderful piece of technology. Okay. Okay, so that's the dongle there that I got yesterday. Didn't get the antenna with it. That's off another radio that I got. My other D-Star radio, but that's the dongle, and it absolutely is the best thing that I've bought in small technology there. So I'm really really pleased about that. And what that does, that runs on a 5mm cable there into 5-meter cable into the computer. Okay, which is also the server for the FRN and also for the Talk Force. So this runs the FRN and the Talk Force, as well as some other stuff that I've got on there. So this is a quick look at the 2E0 EVP Radio Shack, and listening to all the bands when I can there. So this is why I asked that members of the group could use all the facilities.
Hello, are you? This is Golf Zero Sierra Lima Radio. Good evening.
This is why I said to all the members that use all the facilities that we've got there, because this comes down to quite a lot of expense that I do for the group. So I just thought I'd give you a quick overall of what the Radio Shack does and how it is run to keep the Worldwide Amateur Radio Group going every 24 hours a day. Okay, let me just show you on here now the software with the dongle there. That's what I call it there, because somebody's transmitting. It changes blue when nobody's transmitting, and then when somebody's finished transmitting, when somebody's transmitting, it changes red, and then when it's finished, when somebody's finished talking there, it will change back to blue. Okay, so you can hear somebody's talking on there.
RTTY contest there.
So we'll put it into full screen there.
It's overcast, cool day here. It's about 11 degrees Celsius out.
Anyway.
Very warm.
Anyway, yeah, the DV mini dongle that I got is, like I said, it's a brilliant piece of kit. It only takes roughly about 5 minutes to set up. Is absolutely brilliant. What you got to do when you get the software, you got to just download this program for the DV mini control, and that takes about, if you got a good connection, about 5-10 minutes to download and get that up and running. You don't have to program the radio up at all. All I did was put it on a digital frequency and make sure that it was in CQ and make sure that it was in DV for D-Star. And the good thing about this, now I don't have to program the radio up. I can just disconnect from there, and if I want to go to a different repeater, say if I want to go to reflector 1 alpha, I'll just click on there, I click connect there, and it's just telling me now that it's booting up and going into reflector 1 alpha.
We do get a bit of flooding, but they've sorted that out, I think, because
and now into reflector 1 alpha.
About a mile used to flood bad, but I think they've.
That's where the radio is, and that's where the head of the radio is there.
It was a bit of a bottleneck for flooding, but they've all secured it, I think.
So if we want to go to a different reflector,
these poor villages and stuff.
we just disconnect from there. Say if we want to go to, I don't know, 20 alpha, we just stick there, press connect, and we're on 20 alpha, but it seems a little bit quiet.
F020 alpha.
But if anybody is thinking about getting a D-Star radio and getting one of these DV dongles, let me tell you, it is worth every penny. Yeah, a little bit expensive, cost me £105 with postage there to get the dongle, which is, like I said, is only the size of a normal dongle there, with the BNC connector on the end there. But for what it can do, it is quite good, and I'll be taking this when I go camping next year, fitting this to a laptop and using this in the caravan when I go on holiday. So I'm really pleased with what I purchased there, and really glad that I got one. So that's really good. Also, I run the All-Star through Zoiper, which because I have lots of trouble with the web transceiver, so I run the All-Star through that, and then onto the other free computers as well for that to run there. And 2E0 EVP-L is now for the UK hub there, which is running on the UK hub. So yeah, really good. And then we got the MB7ITH, and also the UK hub also on that one as well. So a lot of programming does need to go into running this Radio Shack, and also running the All-Star, and also the what I call it there, the Worldwide Amateur Radio Group on Zello, with the All-Star and Talk Force, and also the FRN, but that's down at the moment, and won't be switched on yet for I'm not too sure. I may bring it back It's just that people wasn't using it, and that computer down there takes a hell of a lot of power. That is the what do you call it in there? The power supply is I think 600 watt power supply, and trust me, my electricity goes like crazy when that's on. Yeah, that does take somebody to run this Radio Shack. Okay, thought to give you a quick demonstration of the Radio Shack in here. This is where I spend my life in here. My wife says I might as well live in here. She said I should stick a hammock up in the Radio Shack and move in here. If I had my way, I would do. Okay, 7-3s everybody. Nice speaking to you. Oh, just before I go, that dongle as well also does DMR radio. So there's also the facilities on there to do DMR, and also fusion radio as well. I'm hoping hopefully in 2016 that I can get a fusion radio to go with my other radios as well. I do have a couple more radios underneath, which is ICOM 706, which is this one here, which is hopefully going in the car after Christmas, and also a Ken1 TS480, which is down here. There you can see that that's underneath the bench there, and that will be going into the caravan on a great big 50 amp power supply. You do need either two power supplies to run that. I have run it on 230 amp power supplies, but in the caravan I've got a big 50 amp power supply in there, so that will be going into the Radio Shack. And the good thing with that, I can take the head off that and hopefully be able to mount that into one of the cupboards next year. Okay. Anyway, thanks for checking out the Radio Shack, and hopefully you've enjoyed this video. I'd like to see your comments regarding my Radio Shack there. 7-3s everybody. Catch you in the net. 2E0 EVP going clear. Bye bye.